Finally, Hunter Biden indicted on gun charges. Here's the story.
Thank you. Well, it was highly anticipated, and now it has happened. The federal government has just filed an indictment against Hunter Biden on that gun charge. Our Justice correspondent David Spunt has got the latest from the DOJ. David?
Hey, John and Sandra, 4 pages here. Hunter Biden, Robert Hunter Biden, indicted by the U.S. Attorney, or in this case, Special Counsel David Weiss, based in Wilmington, Delaware. As you mentioned, we knew this was somewhat going to come because his office said it would happen before September 29th. We have 3 counts in this indictment. This is related to the purchase of that gun. Remember, back in 2018, we've been reporting on it for several years. Hunter Biden made a false statement. This indictment alleges made several false statements about the gun charge or about purchasing a federal firearm. He said that he was not addicted to drugs.
10 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Okay, I'm looking at Jake Gibson, our producer, is reading to me right now. The maximum penalty would be 10 years of imprisonment for count 1, which is a false statement. So let me go ahead and read through this, but just to kind of summarize things here, this is only relating to Hunter Biden making false statements on a federal gun form that he was not addicted to narcotics when he had in his possession in Delaware a gun for just over a week back in 2018. John, Sandra, this is not related to the tax cases involving Hunter Biden or any other potential charges. The special counsel said those charges relating to his taxes or lack thereof paying taxes could be brought in another district outside of Delaware. John, Sandra?
Yeah, David, I think it's worth just, as you were reading out count 2 from this form, as Jake Gibson was sort of going through the indictment with us,
yes.
that Hunter Biden knowingly made a false statement, okay, and representation to Company 1, licensed under the provision of Chapter 44, Title 18, United States Code. And we'll get legal analysis of this in just a moment. With respect to information required by the provisions, okay, as I make my way through this, certified on the form, okay, this is what he was alleged to certify in the form, that he was not an unlawful user of and addicted to any stimulant, narcotic drug, and any other controlled substance, when in fact, as he knew, that statement was false and fictitious. It reads, David.
Yes, exactly. And then it goes on to say count 3 on or about October 12, 2018 through October 23rd, Hunter Biden knew that he was an unlawful user and addicted to a stimulant, narcotic drug, and then did knowingly possess that firearm. And specifically, it mentions the firearm as a Colt Cobra 38 SPL revolver. It gives the serial number. So this is not good news for Hunter Biden's team. Hunter Biden's team knew this was coming, and what makes things a little bit more tricky in this case, and we'll expect to hear it from Hunter Biden's attorneys if they put out any sort of statement or any sort of filing, is that they believe that a diversion agreement on this gun charge is still in effect. The original plea deal, Sandra and John, that fell apart back on July 26th in a Delaware courtroom in a rather public manner, originally had a provision that Hunter Biden could enter this diversion agreement for this gun charge, meaning he would avoid jail time. Now we know, according to U.S. Attorney David Weiss, Special Counsel David Weiss, that is completely off the table. Hunter Biden, however, and his team, they say that that is a valid agreement because it was signed back in July. So there's a little bit of back and forth on how that happens because Hunter Biden's attorneys say that this is an active diversion agreement, but clearly the U.S. Attorney's Office not buying that. Special Counsel David Weiss indicting the son of the President of the United States in his home state of Delaware.